Hello everyone and welcome to Sketchnote Boss Sketchnote Summer Camp. I hope you all are having some fun playing along and documenting your summer. I hope that whatever's going on, since this is such a crazy time, that this is just an awesome time to document what's going on and what the Lord's doing in your life, and just having some fun, and all the while we're strengthening our visual vocabulary and working on our sketchnoting skills. And so I thought that I would just take you on a journey really quickly as to what my sketchnote, my summer camp sketchnote workbook looks like. I don't know, workbook sounds so academic. Okay, so we'll have to think of something more fun. But so anyway, so here's the printable. We'll just call it a printable for now. Anyway, so I hope you're coming along. And so, by the way, I'm Marcia Baker, and I am creator of Blessed Inks and the Sketchnote Boss. And I thank you so much for being here. And I would so appreciate it if you would subscribe to my channel. And so we try and do a video every week, sometimes even more often. And I'm constantly trying to share tools with you to help you grow your visual vocabulary and grow in your visual faith. And if this visual faith thing is working for you, then share it with someone else. Invite someone else to the Sketchnote Boss Facebook group, or Blessings, sign up for my newsletter. So if you don't have this printable, let me just show you. I'm looking at the printable, but you are not. So let me get there. So, all right, there you go. So if you don't have this printable, you can get it by signing up for the newsletter at www.blessedinks.com. Oh, I got that written down. There you go. blessedinks.com. Or you can go to the Facebook, or that's where you get the printable. But I'd also love it if you went to the sermon. That says sermon. I wrote that in my big brush letters. Sermon Sketchnote Boss. It's our Facebook group. And so it's a safe, lovely, positive environment where you can post your stuff and get some feedback, and it also keep you accountable. Like if you're going to commit to, doing a couple icons a week and you can post those, you're going to get some great feedback. You can follow me on Instagram at Blessings and YouTube at Marcia Baker. So anyway, I would love it if you would follow whatever of those means makes you happy or works for you. All right, so here's my cover of my Sketchnote summer camp. So I decided to just kind of highlight things that I'm going to do this summer, which I'll talk about when we get to challenge 1. You have a page to practice your printing and do your block lettering. So you can do so much with block lettering. So and again, it's just about practice and muscle memory. So it's really important that you practice. And so I've got a whole page to do that. Here are my doodles and my patterns, because you're going to see, like, sometimes it's like, oh wow, this little page needs a pattern, or I've got some little room here, I think I'll put a little icon. So feel free to steal my ice cream cones or my flip-flops or my my fireworks, or sometimes my banners. Just the more we can add these little elements really quickly without having to spend a ton of time, and it's just going to make your pages so much more memorable, and just it slows you down while you're thinking about the word and doodling your page. And it's just a very effective technique to get your right and left brain working together, which is going to provide for a deeper understanding. So this isn't just this is not frosting on the cake. It's not. This is important stuff that's really helping your brain learn more and absorb more and understand more about what we're doing. So this is not just idle doodling. So here's my page of summer icons, and I think I posted that on Instagram on the 14th, I think, on June the 14th, on my 100-day challenge, so you can grab it there as well. And then here's the challenge 1. So this is not a pizza. I know it looks like a pizza, but it is not. That is actually what my garden looks like. It's the size of a kidney. It's the shape of a kidney. And so I decided last year I just could not get to gardening, and it really got overgrown, and like literally Friday I cut down 5 trees, like, I don't know, the size of that, like, here's paint, like that thick, like they were that big. So they were kind of beasts to cut down. So anyway, it's a paint thing I'll show you about later. Anyway, so don't let your garden get out of control. Anyway, So we were going to take a road trip, but we were not now because we have some family challenges and nobody's open. But I am going to ride my bike, and I am going to, I have just loving, so I have the Master's Touch watercolors, so 48. So these were like $40, but I got them, but you got to catch them on sale. I got this at Hobby Lobby, and I got them on sale for $20. So, so I thought, you know, that's not so bad for $48, and they're very nice colors, and you can see they're, so I have a little guide there because sometimes you can't really tell what color is what, especially if you don't have good lighting, and so, so I just did a little guide so I can see what colors I'm dealing with. So, anyway, so I'm totally loving those, and so I can show you a couple of pages from my one journal I have done. So, so this is a page where I just did the same pattern over and over. So I'm thinking, wouldn't, like, His mercies are new every morning, so wouldn't that be a nice verse for that page? And then I like this one as well. I just thought so what I do is I just started with the watercolor, and then I come back and kind of doodle in with my pens. And I just thought, I think there's a verse in Isaiah that says, I'm going to make a way in the wilderness. I thought that would be great. And then that is just dots. And then I have a white ink pen, which I'll show you about later. And so I was totally having fun with that. Anyway. Then I did some big flowers, inspired by Tracy Hewitt, and that page is also inspired by Tracy. And then I did this bird, and I just totally saw the wings. I just kind of blopped some color down, and then I definitely saw wings, and I saw this. I'm like, oh, I definitely saw a bird there. And then again, this is trying to use my white pens. Anyway, I will show you more later, but let's get back to it. So that's my journal I'm going to fill up, and I'm going to finish the 100-day project because it's been a thing. All right, so for challenge 2, we were supposed to first practice some leaf and flower patterns, and so there's a page of inspiration for you. And then what I did is I used my watercolors here, and so I just encourage you anyway that you wanted to put this verse in the middle and then do your, I think I have I did a whole video on this one, on how to do your abide, and you can see some great examples. Like Joan did one on music, and it was really awesome. So there's a verse with abide in it, abide in me, so that was really awesome. So and again, you know, this is not about perfection. This is just about getting it done and spending time in the Word. So like I was doing my little dots and having a great time, and then when I did little dots here, I put my hand in it and got it all over the place. So I said, okay, we'll just make a big red flower there. So that's that. And then for the last week for Facebook Live for the Challenge 3, we did Rapid Draw, so minute to win a drawing. So this is what you get in 15 seconds, this is 30 seconds, and then this is 1 minute. So I did that twice with 2 leaves, and then the third one I did was a daisy, and then I encouraged you to find a verse to go with it. So that's 15 seconds, and 30 seconds I have more leaves, and then this was untimed. And I just thought, for God so loved the world, He sent His only Son. And I just thought, I'm going to maybe put the world in the middle of a flower. And because, you know, I love flowers, and I just think He loves us. So anyway, that's what I worked with. So, all right, and now on to challenge 4. So, and again, you'll notice that my page is printed upside down, but I am not going to reprint it. I just decided to just do this. So this could be a fun technique, is to make some clouds and then hang your stars. I have a shooting star, so I'm going to show you how to do that one. And I'm also going to show you a technique I did to put a little shadow on my lettering. So just very quickly, so we'll go over that and just give you some options. So this is the first one I did. I actually ended up doing 2. Let's find the second one. And so this was the Indescribable by Chris Tomlin. So Indescribable, uncontainable, you place the stars in the sky and you know them by name. So my whole motivation for this challenge this week was when you went to summer camp, or did you ever do like a sing-along outside during the fire, you know, having a campfire? I distinctly remember doing that at Girl Scout camp one year, and I remember that learning Alpha and Omega, and I knew it was a very catchy little song, but I had no idea what it meant. So over time I did. I think it's a great song, but anyway, I just remember that sing along. It's very memorable. And so anyway, so this is kind of what I came up with. And then here's my second option, and that I went ahead and used the watercolor. So when I do watercolor, I use painter's tape, but you could also use frog tape, and washi tape is also another good choice. And you tape it down, and then I spray it very lightly with, and this is just water and a spray bottle from the dollar store. And so I just squirt, spray really quickly, and then I use my colors, and I just kind of blop here, blop there, and I just kind of let them run together, have a little fun, and just let them dry really, really well. And then this one I came back with, I used this Signo, you see that? Okay, there you go. Uniball Signo pen, except I've been using it so much it's almost out of ink. So you can kind of see I have some really fine lines here. So I was really not happy with how fine the lines were. So I ended up using this really fine brush. I don't know if you can see that, how fine it is. And then just regular white bottle of acrylic paint. So my little 50-cent bottle of paint. Use that. Anyway, so I came up with this. So I was really happy with this, the way that it turned out. So this one is from Hillsong United. So if the stars were made to worship, so will I. And I think the name of the song is So Will I. So anyway, so those are some ideas to get you started for your campfire song. And it doesn't have to be about stars, but I thought it'd be kind of fun to challenge you. But come up with that, or if you just, maybe you sang the Alpha and Omega, so maybe you should do that song. So whatever speaks to you, whatever campfire song speaks to you. So very quickly, I just wanted to show you how to do this shooting star. So first thing I do with my pencil, to which I can't find these 5 seconds, it was just here a minute ago, but there it is, is I'm just going to go ahead and draw my star in pencil, and then I'm going to go back over it, the edges, in black, right, like that. Okay. All right, and then I'm going to come down here and I'm going to find a point, kind of somewhere in there, and then I'm just going to draw the lines, kind of curved, from this 1, 2, 3, 4, all 4 points, okay, from there to there to there. And then from this one, so this one is this line is sort of the same, so you can't really do anything there. But that one I'm going to come, but it's going to stop in front of the star. So you can kind of see that that's going to go behind. So because that's going to go behind, it's probably also going to be shaded. So now you've got some dimension to your star. So this is going to be lighter. And so maybe I would do a light yellow here. I would do maybe an orange yellow here, like a darker color, and then this one make them kind of a medium color, kind of, so you've got 3 different contrasts, and then I would also make that dark as well if I was going to color it in with watercolor, which I'm not going to do because I think the pens that I used here are not waterproof, and that is never any fun. So now you can kind of see that I have, so I used this Tombro pen brush marker, so it's a dual top, so you've got a brush marker there. So I know you can't, there you go, let's kind of see that. And then a really fine line here. So, and I know you can't really see that really well, but it's very subtle. And so if you can just kind of come in, and again, just this star, you can kind of see where the colors are kind of running. And it's actually okay since I was using black and gray, but that may not always be what you want. Like if you did yellow and then decided to do a light purple shadow, that might be like an ugly brown mess. You might not want that. So you might be careful about the colors. These Tombros are not waterproof, and clearly the brush that I used was not waterproof at all. But you can kind of see, just so when you are going to give your lettering some shadows, you're just going to pick one side, and in this case, so basically the sun is coming from this direction and casting a shadow on your letters, and so it can be, and so if the sun is coming this direction, then you'll put your shadow over here. So, but I'm just going to come around, come right up against that letter with the gray, and it's really subtle. But it gives it a nice three-dimensional feeling. So there you go. You've got tons of choices to do your week 4 sing-along. So I'd love for you to post it in the Facebook group. Leave a comment on the blog. That'd be huge. And again, if you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, that would be awesome if you would do that. And also if you would share it with a friend, that would be a total blessing to me. So please reach out if you got questions or if something you'd like to see, something I could do for you, please let me know. And I'll see you in the next video.